So I'm going to make new videos specifically about how to detach and attach my capes to the action figures. Because I've had a lot of people ask, how do you do this? How do you do that? What do you use? Blah, 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 blah. So I thought I'd go over everything I use, everything I do, and then I'll just record a new video every time I get a cape, or for the most part, you know, some of them overlap, and I might just put the video in the recommended cape and all that. But for this one, I thought I'd start off with this. I might not voice over all of these, but for the first time, I thought I might as well. So for this figure, the Bale Batman, and here's the thing, I haven't even made the template for this yet, so I'm just as blind as you would be. So the first thing you do with a lot of these figures is you open up the flap in the back, and you see this little connection point. You have to sever that. Now to do that, you take a razor and you just cut into it. Try not to completely butcher. This one was super easy. I didn't even realize it was just one little peg point that attached. And since you're there, another thing I note is that you can heat up this head and pop it off, and you're gonna need to do it for another Batman video I'm gonna record in a few minutes. But for this, you don't need to, because all it attaches is right here. So it's either you can just tear it if the glue is soft enough, like it tear it a little bit. You can see now it's at a small connection point. And you take your razor. Be really slow. Don't cut towards yourself like I am, but I'm being stupid and slow to do this. There we go. And then, what you do? Come on. It's a lot harder to do on camera. Oh, geez. Cut at the connection point until it plops off. Should be good by now. And there. I don't recommend to tear it off, but since it's at such a weak point, I might as well. And now that it's off, I have to make the cape, and then I'll make a video on how to attach the cape. Alright, well this is part 2, and if you have your figure, that's done, and you have your cape, what you do is you unravel your cape, obviously. You look at the little note I always leave in them. Follow me on all these platforms. You put it there, you get your glue, which I know a lot of people always question what kind of glue I have. I have Gorilla Clear Super Glue. I've used Brush Super Glue. Any super glue that's clear and dries hard, which I know is broad, but usually all super glues dry hard. So you open up your cap, make sure it goes down, and you also, just a little bit preemptively, open it up. You match it with on the shoulder area where it lines up. So right around, ooh, sorry, I'm bumping the camera, right here and right here. There you go. Push down the back a little bit. There you go. You don't glue down here though. Don't glue around the back neck, because that'll just limit how much you can move the actual cape. So now you have a general shape. You can either put it on a Q-tip, which I usually take the Q-tip, put a little super glue on it, go around where you showed the line at, so roughly right here, the shoulder plate. Just put a little bit of glue right there, around there. Make sure you get a good enough connection. I put it down a little bit by the shoulder. Here. Rub it in, rub it in. Make sure you don't get on the little piece here that fills the butterfly gap. Throw away the Q-tip. Get the cape, line it up very slowly. Straighten it out a little bit more, just says. Go, try and get corner to corner. Lighting's a little off, I apologize. But I'm sure you can get the point. Do. Oh, it's a bit of a pain here. Here we go. Now it's on the shoulders. Wondering, worst comes to worst, that a little piece doesn't connect, you can take the super glue, rub it on the underside of the cape, and press down. Because I've done that quite a few times. Just keep on holding it down for roughly 10-20 seconds. It doesn't really matter too much. Just make sure it's dry. And if it doesn't turn out 100% perfect, you can just probably pry it off briefly, because it's not completely solid. Like right here, it's a little bit off. You can see, don't be very careful and slow, but you can pry it just a bit Don't do it like 10 times, Brian. You will rip the leather. There we go. Now we have it in. Bam. Come on, man. Give me one more second. I have to glue the underside. Because if something like this happens, you just lift it up, put more glue, press down. All right, we're back. Okay, now I put the glue on the other side, and now you can see your cape's attached. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's not a huge, complex process or anything. You just have to glue it on the shoulders, and then, bam. Get yourself a cape. I really like how this one turned out. Super nice. It's available in the description on eBay, Mercari. You could Cash App, PayPal, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. And there it is. Finished product. I'll have some pictures on the slide, I think, if I remember. Hopefully I remember. It would be really stupid looking if I don't remember. Please remember. There.